Guys, breaking news, NIO just got the #1 spot as the most liked brand and also extremely high confidence. Everybody has extremely high confidence in NIO. But first we gotta talk about Deliveries insurance registrations. Last week, NIO got a whopping 6,800 cars delivered in a single week. That is the highest number of weekly deliveries that NIO has ever gotten. And to put that in perspective, all right, in 1 week, NIO had more deliveries than Volvo, than Lexus, than Zeekr, than all these other brands. Of course, we're still not as much as Tesla or Audi or BMW because those guys, they have a lot of gas cars that are selling well in third, fourth, fifth tier cities. But in big cities, NIO actually outsells them by a lot. Also, if you look at the domestic Chinese brands, all right, NIO at number 7, seventh most selling Chinese brand, it actually has the highest starting price, 298,000 RMB, higher than all the other guys. And NIO's still selling 6,800 per week. That's absolutely fantastic considering NIO's price. I mean, the guy above them, look at the price. Wuling starts at 32,000 RMB. Absolutely nothing, all right? So going through the market research, the Land Roads semi-annual market research report came out, and of course NIO got #1 spot in many different categories. This is of course the first one. So let's have a good look. This is about brand recognition, the first category. As you can tell, Tesla is at the #1 spot. NIO is actually the third most recognized brand. Well, fourth most recognized brand. But then if you look at row number 2, out of 100 people, what brand do they like the most? NIO is the most liked brand, actually more liked than Tesla. And then row number 3, this is the brands that people look at the most, consider the most. I think this is very important. So you see, when customers want to buy a car, they would first consider a Mercedes-Benz, and then they would also look at Tesla, Xiaomi, BMW, Audi, which is very interesting. NIO's not on this list, okay? So that means that, there's still massive growth opportunity for NIO. Once people start considering NIO more, all right, NIO sales are going to be absolutely fantastic, okay? So column number 4 is the level of recommendation. So that means if a person buys your vehicle, how likely are they to recommend this vehicle? And Luxeed #1, Aito #2, Xiaomi #3, and then he got Dongfang at number 4 and NIO at number 5. So NIO still has a very high recommendation rate. That means customers are very satisfied. Okay, and then row number 5, we got the overall luxuriousness in the people's eyes, which brand they see as the most luxurious. You can see Porsche, Yangwang, Lotus, Benz, BMW, they see this as very luxurious. And then the confidence, the last row, confidence, what are they most confident about in terms of R&D? BYD, they see that BYD will have the best R&D. That's the one that they're most confident about. And then, interestingly, Zeekr, Porsche, Tesla, Aito. Now, when it comes to the most liked brand, you can tell that NIO takes the #1 spot with 49 likes out of 100, one-upping Tesla and BYD and all these other guys. So it's pretty amazing. So people are very happy with NIO brand. And part of that is just how NIO owners are treated. So they're very satisfied. And NIO owners really like the car, the product, and the ease of travel with battery swap. Moving on. What's really interesting is when it comes to which brand do you hate the most, all right? You see that NIO's not on this list, and people actually hate Tesla the most. I mean, and Li Auto the most, which is kind of surprising. So maybe it has something to do with, maybe the CEO, perhaps. Li Auto CEO shouting and trash talking and doing all that kind of stuff. So it's very interesting. Now, this one is very interesting. This is top 10 most recommended sedan. So, someone that has this car, how likely are you to recommend it to someone else? Apparently NIO's ET5 is at the number 1 spot, and then the ET5T is at the number 4 spot. So wow, NIO's got those two cars as some of the best recommended sedans here in China. Absolutely spectacular. And then when it comes to SUVs, NIO is the number 3 most recommended SUV here in China. Clearly you can tell, I mean, like, people, they're very satisfied with their NIO ES6. And well, before NIO, there's also the Ito M9 and Ito M7. So customers are also very satisfied with those cars. Very, very interesting. But those cars are hybrid cars. Clearly, ES6 is a very hot seller. People are recommending it to their friends and family. Now, this one is very, very interesting. This is confidence in the brand. And you can tell BYD, Zeekr, Porsche, Tesla, people have super, super confidence, massive confidence in those brands. And then strong confidence. All right, strong confidence. You got so many brands out there. NIO is part of the category with very strong confidence. And people think that the future is going to be very bright for NIO and also these other brands. And then you can tell, actually, Envo's on that list as well. Envo's on the relatively strong confidence. So Envo's there as well, next to Lotus, Honda, and Li Auto. So people have very strong confidence in the future of NIO here in China, which is very different from what some of the investors are thinking. So consumers are very confident in the company. Investors seem to be not so much in line with this confidence level. All right. Next up, we have how luxurious a brand is. At the very top of the ultra luxury, we have Porsche, we have Lotus, we have Yangwang. So these cars are perceived as ultra luxury. And then at the luxury level, we have Benz, BMW, Audi, and NIO as well, and Volvo. So these guys are seen as very, very luxurious. And then at the medium tier category, you see all these other brands, including Li Auto and Tesla, Cadillac, Zeekr, Polestar. So you're seeing that people are seeing NIO as more luxurious than even Lexus, Li Auto, Tesla, Cadillac, Zeekr. And if you look at the very bottom of the corner, all right, you got Envo as well. This is medium luxuriousness. All right, so very, very interesting. NIO is perceived as very luxurious brand. So this all has to do with, a lot of the things that they're putting in. The NIO houses, the excellent service. People think that this is a big waste of money, but then when it comes to these rankings, all these things really factor in and help boost NIO up. All right, so this is very, very critical, very, very important. And guys, people are very confident in NIO. People really like the brand. All right, and people really perceive NIO as a luxurious brand. So they're doing really well in terms of where customers see them. Okay, as always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.